As we've been reporting, it has been a heated day on Capitol Hill. Listen to this. During a Senate hearing, a fight almost broke out between Republican Congressman Mark Wayne Mullen and Teamsters President Sean O'Brien. The Oklahoma senator read off a series of social media posts from the union leader that called Mullen a, quote, clown and a fraud. Those posts came after the two clashed at a previous hearing. Look at that. Senate Health, Education, and Labor Committee Chair Bernie Sanders had to intervene.
If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution every
Hold it. No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay. Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond, Mr.
Hold it. If we can, no, I have the mic. I'm sorry.
This is
hold
what
it.
he said.
Sounding like the actual adult in the room, Senator Sanders continued to diffuse tensions between the two of them. O'Brien went on to call Mullen an embarrassment, while Mullen, who's a former MMA fighter, even suggested they fight at a charity event. Meanwhile, Congressman Tim Burchett says he got into a physical altercation with fellow GOP lawmaker Kevin McCarthy. Burchett says McCarthy elbowed him in the back or some other part of the body, hitting him, quote, right in the kidneys. Burchett told Scott McFarland that he is certain it was on purpose.
Kevin McCarthy walked by and he elbowed me in the kidneys as he walked by.
You're quite confident this was deliberate?
Oh, come on. I'll take a polygraph test and have Kevin take a polygraph test.
All right, Claudia Grisales joins us now. She's a congressional correspondent for NPR, witnessed the altercation. Claudia, it's so good to put a face to the voice I listen to on podcasts all the time. Tell me,
thank you.
What happened? You witnessed all of it.
Yes, so good to be with you. It was pretty stunning. I didn't register it as a serious shove, if you will, until a few moments into it. I was just starting my interview with the congressman, with Tim Burchett of Tennessee, and I was just checking in on the conference meeting that had taken place just a short ways down that same hallway. And while we're standing in the hallway, suddenly Burchett lunges towards me, and he had been shoved, what it looked like for me, what I saw when I looked up. I could see McCarthy, I could see his detail, and I felt like I could see an elbow retracting back from McCarthy after doing this shove. And so, I thought that was a joke at that moment. Burchett even responded in a joking fashion. He said, sorry, Kevin, didn't mean to elbow you. But within a second later, Burchett was yelling down to McCarthy, who continued to walk without pausing as if nothing happened. And Burchett was yelling back at McCarthy, why'd you elbow me in the back, Kevin? You got any guts? And I think we just stood there stunned. And I asked Burchett, I said, has he ever done that before? He said, no. I said, wow, that's a new move. And I think I laughed like at that moment from the shock of it. And that's when Burchett took off. I think it registered for a moment, what just happened a moment longer. And Burchett took off to chase after McCarthy and his detail. And he started yelling to McCarthy. By the time he caught up to their group, we ran several feet. I ran after Burchett, and I was with my microphone trying to record the whole thing. And Burchett then catches up to McCarthy and says, hey, Kevin, why do you walk behind me and elbow me in the back? And McCarthy says, I didn't elbow you in the back. He chuckles. I think his head turns a little bit to respond, but he doesn't turn completely to face Burchett. And Burchett goes on to say, you have no guts. The reporter said it right there. What kind of chicken move is that? And then he went on to say he was pathetic and he didn't need his security to be with him.
Wow. I mean, with all of this raging testosterone on Capitol Hill, there's still a spending bill to be voted on today. Do you think the GOP can find a way to work together as grown-ups?
Well, that's going to be a tall order in terms of working together as grown-ups in terms of what we saw today. This is something I was actually tracking just recently in terms of looking at House Republicans and intra-party fighting. I wrote about it last week. And the concerns that this continues, these disagreements, these insults, these attacks between members in the Republican conference continue to play out in public. And so the question now is how Speaker Johnson will play a role here, whether he'll be able to try and put the brakes on any of this. And so looking at this week, so far, he hasn't had any luck putting the brakes on these kinds of confrontations. And even though Republicans are focused on trying to find a way to address this government shutdown deadline as of Friday, I think that these fights are continuing to play out on the sidelines at the same time.
Claudia, look, I mean, this is all kind of funny, but it also isn't. You've covered Capitol Hill for a long time. Have the people changed? Has social media changed people? Have voters just demanded more entertainment coming from lawmakers? How do you explain this? This seems so bizarre.
Yeah, it has changed. And I've been covering the Hill for a little over 4 years for NPR now, and it's changed dramatically in that small window. I think the January 6th attack just elevated the tensions on the Hill. We knew that things were pretty divided along partisan lines. Bipartisanship is getting harder and harder to find on the Hill. And yes, there's a lot of competition for social media, for TV hits in terms of members standing out in front of the rest of their conference or their caucus in terms of gaining attention. And so all of that competition, all of the fighting that we saw play out in October, for example, for House Republicans, and the stress and the pressure that they're facing at this moment. They're trying to leave before the week of Thanksgiving with the government funded in some capacity, even though it's a temporary bill. There's even disagreements there. Just trying to get out of town with this deadline. It's really raising the temperature here, especially with final year-end deadlines to try and address the government funding on a permanent basis, too.
All this is the world calls for peace. Claudia Grisales, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
So good to see you. Thank you so much for having me.